Rosie Vesparina. And as you can probably see from the number of people that are ahead of me on bikes, we're out on a group ride. And it's a mixed group ride with males and females. And it's with our women's riding group here on the Central Coast. So there's myself and Marie in front, who's also on a cute little Vespa and is on her P's. And then a whole lot of people, some that I know and some that I don't. So there's a group in front of me that you can see, but there's also quite a few behind. A mixture of fully licensed people, P-platers like myself, and some learners. And interestingly, some of the learners have also been riding on the freeway, which scares the bejesus out of me, but good on them. Now I think today's ride we are heading out to Wollombi. But I'm not 100% sure, because I think there was a lot of chit-chat about where the best place to go was, given the variety of riders that we have. So I'm just going to follow along. I've got my Garmin maps on, so if I do get lost, I can find my way home, which is great. It's a little bit windy today, but that's okay. So this route that we are taking at the moment looks very familiar to the route that I did a couple of videos ago, where I went up to the Strickland State Forest, but it was a bit of a fail, remember, because the road was so hairy maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. So I think we're going up the same road, but then we will carry on. And not turn off at Strickland Forest. But we'll see. You remember this is a bit of a windy road up here, and it won't show up on the camera, but it's a little bit steep as well. Gosh, it's so pretty though, isn't it? I was fiddling with the settings on the action camera and making sure the mic that's in my helmet, which is the mic mini, was working okay, but I couldn't remember what settings I had the mic on in terms of noise reduction in the camera, and so I think I've turned it off, but I can't remember if on every other ride I had it on low or high. So I guess we'll see whether I've stuffed that up a bit, and if I have, then it's likely I'll have to do voiceover instead of recording straight from the mic in my helmet. So I don't think I've ridden this way before, so this is exciting. That turn off back there was the one to the Strickland Forest, where it had the road that I couldn't get Rosie up. And because we're a mixed bag of riders with learners and Ps, and obviously Marie and I on our Vespas, which are low CC. Mine's 150, Marie's is 125. We're going at a reasonably slow speed here, which is just lovely for us newbies. I don't know whether it's harder for the experienced riders to ride this way, but I'm very grateful. Oh, I told a lie. There is the turn off to the Strickland State Forest that Rosie and I went to a few videos back. Not today, Strickland State Forest. Not today. So now we're on a road that I haven't been on before, I don't think. Joe is in the lead. It's nice having an experienced rider lead, because then all I have to concentrate on is the actual riding. And it's good to see there's an experienced rider in front of me who's just behind Marie, and it's really good for me to see the lines that the experienced riders take on the road. Gives me handy hints. I have a small issue with my glasses sliding off my nose a bit, so that's a bit unpleasant. It's very pretty through here. I thought I was going to be too hot today. I'm wearing jeans instead of my usual riding tights, and just a singlet under my jacket. But it's perfect. We've moved into an 80k zone. I'm not sure whether we will be riding at that speed. The poor old road, this is Dog Trap Road. It's got some lumps and bumps and holes in it for sure. So I'm glad we're not doing 80 kilometres an hour, because I don't think I'd manage it too well. Bicycle rider on our left. So we're now on Wiseman's Ferry Road, and this is probably a slightly busier road, but I think potentially the quality of the road is a bit better, but we'll see. So that sign says we are at Mangrove Mountain. This is exciting. I love it out in this area. I'd love to live here one day. It's a little pricey because they're all kind of farmlets out here, but it's lovely. Oh, there's a sign back to Newcastle. I have a terrible sense of direction, so unless I have some kind of GPS with me, I have no idea where I am. I had actually forgotten to put it on when I left this morning, and so I decided I'd go back and get it just in case. Oh, a bit windy in this section. Holy dolly. Speed camera ahead and a 60k zone. So we've all kind of taken our foot off the pedal a little bit. Not that we pedal. Rosie, I've said before what her speedo says I'm doing and what the Garmin says I'm doing, the GPS device, are often very different. I'm trying to decide if I know where I am. I feel like potentially I do, but I don't know. So this sign says 9 to Kulnura, 28 to Buckety, 51 to Wollombi, and I feel like maybe we are heading to Wollombi. And I used to have a friend that lived out here in Wollombi, on a beautiful property. Oh, look at this big hill ahead. It probably doesn't show on the camera, but this is one of those times I wonder whether Rosie's going to make it up the hill. But we'll give it a go. And she did. Good job, Rosie. that was a big Harley that went past just before. Doing it very respectfully, little bit by little bit. Thank you, Mr. Harley Rider. That didn't spook us. I'm not talking so much because I'm just kind of concentrate a bit more because it's a road I do know the road because I've driven here quite a few times before, but I obviously haven't ridden Rosie here, so I'm not talking quite as much so that I can concentrate on the riding. What have we got here? We've got, oh, we're in Kulnura, so that's a Kulnura public school. And I also had a friend who lived in Kulnura, doesn't live there anymore. What's this place? Oh, the general store, the Kulnura general store and petrol station.